You've watched in awe as magicians on America's Got Talent seemingly defy the laws of physics with their mind-blowing illusions. Levitating objects, disappearing acts, predictions that can't be explained. It all seems impossible. Well, in this video, we're going to pull back the curtain and reveal the secrets behind the top 5 most jaw-dropping magic tricks from the show. You'll finally understand how they were able to bend your perception of what's possible. Did Shin Lim really make that signed card materialize out of nowhere? How did Kevin McCoo seem to transmit thoughts from the judges' minds? And what sleight of hand allowed Matt Franco to make a chosen card vanish and reappear in his mouth? Make sure you watch till the end to find out. Also, be sure to smash that like button and subscribe to our channel for more mind-blowing revelations. Without further ado, let's get started. Coming in at number 5, Shin Lim's jaw-dropping card from mouth trick. You remember this one, right? How did he get that signed card into his mouth? Let's break it down. Shin starts by flipping over Heidi's signed Jack card on the table. So far, so normal. But then he straight up puts the entire deck into his mouth. As he's doing some funky hand gestures, he flips the Jack over again and poof, it's suddenly a blank card. Crazy, right? But just when you think the trick can't get any wilder, Shin opens his mouth and there is the signed Jack card. I mean, how is that even possible? Well, let me tell you. The key here is a good old sleight of hand. In the split second before putting the cards in his mouth, Shin quickly grabs Heidi's signed Jack and tucks it into the bottom of the deck. He then folds it up into a tiny quarter size and keeps it pinched at the bottom. When he puts the deck in his mouth, the folded up signed Jack is tucked away safely inside. As for that blank card he showed on the table, that was simply the top card from the deck, which he smoothly slipped out and placed face up. So while we're all focused on the mysterious deck in his mouth, Shin has the signed Jack hidden away in plain sight the whole time. When he brings the deck back out, the blank card convincingly shows there's nothing in his mouth. The folded up signed Jack is still pinched at the bottom, ready for that final reveal. At number 4, we have Kevin McCoo's incredible mind transmission trick. It starts with Kevin inviting Terry Crews on stage. He then has judges Sophia and Heidi each randomly select a photo of an AGT finalist from a deck and hide them in cups. Sophia picks Shin Lim and Heidi picks Cody Lee. Kevin claims he can extract Terry's mind, placing the judges' thoughts inside and have Terry reveal their picks through a mind transmission. He then has Terry write the names on a board, and sure enough, they perfectly match Shin Lim and Cody Lee. But the kicker, the prediction was hiding under Simon's cup the entire time. Okay, so how did he pull off this mega mind bender? Well, it turns out it was a sneaky gimmick deck. Rather than being single photo cards, each one was actually 2 thin photos sticking together. One half of the deck had Shin Lim, the other had Cody Lee. When Kevin fanned the deck out for the judges, some subtle sleight of hand ensured Sophia got a Shin Lim card and Heidi got Cody Lee. He was forcing them the whole time using the gimmicked double photo deck. As for the truly freaky mind reading part with Terry, turns out some craftily edited camera cuts hid the fact that Terry was simply following pre-show instructions from Kevin on what to write. The 3D hologram mind was also a pre-programmed illusion prop. Still, we have to admit, Kevin's showmanship and the intricately worked out method really sold the whole telepathic mind trick to the audience. Number 3 is a real classic from the legendary Matt Franco, the super visual card moves to mouth trick. You know this one. A random card is selected and suddenly it magically appears in the magician's mouth. It's such a clean and direct effect, but how? Well, let me break it down. First, Matt has the judge select a card and replace it into the deck. While their attention is on the card, Matt takes the opportunity to get a little break in the deck using his pinky. This allows the top card to stick out ever so slightly. After squaring up the deck, Matt turns it over and shows the top card is now different from the card the judge picked. But in reality, he just glimpsed the selected card sticking out and quickly took it into his palm as he was squaring the deck. With the judge's card now secretly in his hand, all Matt has to do is slip it into his mouth at the perfect moment. Since our eyes are on the deck itself, his free hand can easily ditch the card. When he spreads the deck again, that original top card seems to have vanished, only to turn up in his mouth a moment later. In at number 2, we've got Piff the Magic Dragon's wild card transformation trick. Let me set the scene. Piff asks Heidi to sign a playing card, which just so happens to be the King of Hearts. Pretty normal start. But then he makes her sign in a very specific spot at the top of the card's face. Ominous, no? Piff explains he's going to magically change the card into a completely different one. And just like that, he folds it up and boom! The King of Hearts is now a 7 of spades with Heidi's signature still on it. Wait, what? How was he able to do that? Well, it turns out that the secret lies in that very specific spot Heidi signed the card. You see, the original King of Hearts card was actually specially gimmicked with a removable sticker on top of the card face. So when Heidi signed there, she was really signing a disposable sticker, not the card itself. The reason Piff asked her to sign at the top was so that the signature would be on the sticker's border for easy removal. That whole vigorous folding up the card, it was just to get the sticker peeled up without anyone noticing. Under that outer sticker layer was a totally different card. You guessed it, the 7 of spades. By having Heidi sign the top sticker border, Piff could seamlessly slough it off and make it appear as if the original card transformed into something brand new. Now the number 1 mind-blowing trick from AGT, Shin Lim's infamous Impossible Coincidence card trick. It starts with Shin borrowing a pack of cards from the American Ninja Warrior hosts and asking one of them to freely select a card. After some false shuffles and cuts, the host's selected card somehow ends up being the only card face down in the host's packet at the end. Talk about an epic coincidence. But the real jaw-dropper? When the host reveals the chosen card, Shin claims he predicted it would be the Jack of Clubs. And that's exactly what it is. To cap it off, every other participant is also holding the Jack from their own suits. You're probably thinking this has to be an ultra gimmicked deck or something, but that's the beauty of it. Shin uses a totally normal borrowed deck. The real secrets are subtlety and masterful sleight of hand. It all starts when Shin gets the host to stop at a random point in their deck for their selection. Using an amazing peek technique, he catches just enough of a glimpse to see the chosen card is the Jack of Clubs. From there, it's a carefully choreographed series of false cuts and card controls to ensure the host's selected Jack ends up being the only face-down card in their pile, all while distributing the other Jacks to the different piles through more fancy false shuffles and deals. When it comes time for the big finish and prediction, Shin knows exactly where the Jacks are. So his wildly impossible coincidence was really just the end result of an intricate, multi-phase sleight-of-hand routine. And there you have it, the top 5 magic mysteries of America's Got Talent solved. Whether it was cunning gimmicks or jaw-dropping sleight of hand, these incredible performers really showed the world a masterclass in theatrical deception. Give this video a like if you enjoyed it, and let me know in the comments what other AGT tricks you'd like to see exposed. Be sure to subscribe for more mind-blowing revelations coming soon. Thanks for watching.